That's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Raiders nothing. Mason Crosby kicking off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is knocked away and incomplete.
Offside.
It was a free play. Let's check the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Good luck.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. Now Carr. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Able to push his way through. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Preston Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr, he finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out.
Done. Thank you. Shit. Nose game time. Oh, he ain't done.
Gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception.
Can't
Just
challenge
perfect.
How about
nothing
the
on this
discipline that they
game. You
showed
know
on
that.
defense? Because after the offense scored to go
You've
up
been
7-zip,
playing Madden for
you would
years,
think they
and you
might be
know
a little
damn well you
extra
can't challenge.
aggressive trying to
Last
get
game
back
you
at
could
them.
challenge,
Instead,
I
they
don't
read
even
their
remember.
keys
I
well.
think it was
When
like
they took the
12 or
shot
something like
downfield,
that, man.
they were more than prepared for that one.
The Packer
Can't
offense
challenge.
ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown!
Ooh, shit.
Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 47 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
No. I see it.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Yeah.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been
Hey,
very
shut up.
disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
There ain't nobody in there. Shut up.
And the back in pass rush, they've been able to get home,
Anyway.
and they're taking the ball away in coverage as
What
well.
you
I
get?
love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that ball incomplete.
Wait,
Nearly
y'all about to go over
intercepted.
there?
Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th
A what?
down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That
Who's
would have been 2
it?
drives in a row with a pick.
Wow.
He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that
F
throw was
girl.
probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
The
Punt
fuck?
team on now
Yeah.
as this one's sent
Whatever.
away.
Whatever.
And problems
I
spread
put
to
an
the
S
one
on
team
it
now.
here.
This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back
Oh,
to the
that's
20.
cool, but that not an S curl. I mean,
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
50 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Rodgers now to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Now they can't bring him down. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Lay down.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds.
Okay, you gonna get an S curl on your head? Oh, you ain't
First
getting no
and
S
goal,
curl.
and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put
curl.
this thing away before
S-curl.
halftime.
I know you got regular, you got natural hair.
This is Jones. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
Final play of the half here, Mariota.
Huh.
Rifles one that's intercepted.
See a little
Isaac
speed.
Yiadom picks it. And
Damn.
will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first
Oh, he
half.
lost his keys. Where he what, at home?
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the
That's what he said.
send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon Gott.
Really? Who wanted his keys? Who the fuck wanted his keys? Huh? He took the key. He must have the key. Well, that's his fault. He dropped his keys. You ain't no good. Well. You don't go next time, then.
Brandon Gott set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
You know how he is. He act like a little girl
Raiders are going to have
sometimes.
it first.
You know how
we
he
get back
is.
to it in this third quarter of action. Pulls it in at the 13.
What?
And he'll be out of
What?
bounds across the 25.
Who said that?
Your people right now. Keys.
Damn, why you do that?
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
Oh, he putting his curls on their head.
Team down.
Oh, the kid. Oh, okay. Well, shit. That's what I said. I said, hell no. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47.
All right, look.
Here's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
6-18.
Now Carr. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Deshaun Jackson, 31 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Make it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Jones rolling left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Oh.
They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
It is. That's it. That's it. Let's go. Oh.
Check 41. Watch the slant.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Flushed out right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw Mariota. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing, Mariota.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocated.